What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Slipher The Sky Dragon, back at it again. Music brought to you by Freeme Addicted Music. Title is called Beautiful Music Mix 2024 NCS Gaming Music. Copyright free music. It will be right back. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Slipher The Sky Dragon, back at it again, and today, you know what we doing, I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit for myself. I gotta find the right one, let's see, what are we gonna do today? Trying to find the right title. I hate how YouTube doesn't date these correctly. So we're gonna go with I think we saw this one last time. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Yeah. So we're gonna go here to this. We're gonna pause it here. We're gonna bring it back. So this is 5 top 5 bingeable scary stories, Nightmare Fuel Edition. So we're gonna pause this here. We're gonna get this going.
Today we have another special bonus video for you. It'll be a collection of 5 more fan favorite nightmare-inducing stories. And don't worry if you've heard or seen these before, because we have
I got some good views on the last one that I did.
If you're a fan of the strange,
so we're gonna go ahead and just trip out on some scary stories, get some gameplay in, and
so if that's of interest
see what we got going.
Please sneak into the like button's house and reverse all their toilet paper rolls. So instead of feeding out from the top, they feed out from underneath like a serial killer. Also, please subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads. Okay, let's get into today's stories.
Just turn it up a little bit for you guys.
In 2004, Mitch was in his final semester at a college in Louisiana when he met another senior, a wonderful young lady named Kayla. From the instant he saw her, he knew he was in love. She played hard to get at first, but after several months, he
I know I'm doing these in the daytime. I know I said I was going to do these at night.
Moved in together, rolling their careers off the ground.
I've been having a little bit of hard time in the evening. I get home and I'm tired.
At the time, Mitch's
got a lot
career
on my
was
mind,
really starting
so
to take
I haven't
off, which allowed Kayla
really
to
gotten
stay
up
home
the
and take some time off. By the time their daughter was
gusto
born,
to
Mitch
do
was
it at
making
nighttime
so
as
much money
well,
that Kayla
because I do want it to be like
full-time mom.
dark and then turn on the little ambient light and do it. But
they had their son. Mitch adored
the first time I did this, I got really good views. I'm gonna try it again, see if I get good views again. If I get good views again, then I'm gonna start doing these at night. So it's because we're almost in October. We're coming up on Halloween. So I want to kind of start doing these in the evening, get some gameplay, some scary stories going. I know I'm talking over MrBallen, but
the entire lamp looked blurry.
You know.
And so Mitch looked around the room and nothing else was blurry. He rubbed his eyes and looked back over at this lamp and it was still blurry. He turned the TV off and walked over to the lamp, and even though he was right in front of it, the lamp was still blurry. And Mitch didn't have bad eyesight, and so he's thinking, is there something wrong with me? Am I having a stroke? Do I have an aneurysm? Is there some sort of illness here that's making me see this lamp blurry when it's really not? But Mitch told himself he was healthy and that whatever this was, it was an anomaly and nothing to worry about. And so he went back over to the couch, turned the TV back on, and tried to ignore the lamp. But as he was watching TV, out of his peripheral vision, he couldn't help but notice this weird blurry lamp. And so finally, he turned the TV off again, and he turned to look at this lamp. And now, in addition to being blurry, it appeared to be upside down. Now Mitch was genuinely concerned that there was something wrong with him, because again, nothing else in the entire room was blurry or upside down. It was just this lamp. And so a few minutes later, his wife and his kids came home, and Mitch decided he would not tell them about this lamp. He didn't want to alarm them. He figures he will get to the bottom of this blurry lamp, and then he will tell his wife and kids. And so that night, the family has a sit-down meal, and then afterwards they play some games together, and then everybody goes upstairs and goes to sleep. But after everyone had gone to sleep, Mitch was just laying in bed thinking about this lamp. And so finally, he snuck out of his bed and went downstairs to the TV room, and he sat on the couch and he just stared at this lamp. And for hours and hours, he just fixated himself on this lamp, watching it kind of morph around and turn upside down and get blurrier and blurrier by the second. The next day, Kayla found Mitch lying on the couch, passed out, and she asked him if he was okay. And again, Mitch didn't tell her about this lamp that was still blurry. He just told her that he wasn't feeling well and he was not going to go to work that day. But Mitch didn't go to work for 3 more days. He just sat on the couch and stared at this lamp. And Kayla obviously picked up on this strange behavior and kept poking and prodding to get more information about what was going on, but Mitch never told her the truth about this lamp. He just kept telling her he felt sick. She urged him to go see a doctor, but Mitch told her it would be fine, he'd get better. And then over time, as this lamp continued to morph and get bigger and get stranger and stranger, Mitch suddenly was unable to respond to his wife. He became totally unresponsive. And so obviously his wife became desperate and called the doctor. And as she's on the phone with the doctor trying to get advice about what to do, Mitch realizes the lamp is now growing in leaps and bounds. And before long, the lamp is the entire size of the room, and all he can see is the red color of this lamp. And then Mitch starts to hear these voices, these screams coming from somewhere in the distance. And then he feels this blinding pain in his head. And then he opens his eyes and he looks up and he sees he's laying on the sidewalk next to one of the buildings at his college in Louisiana. And surrounding him is this crowd of people with wide eyes that are staring at him. Mitch had no idea what was going on, and so he naturally just began scanning the crowd, looking for Kayla and his kids to try to figure out, how he got here. But before he could ask any questions and before he could find his wife and kids, a police officer ran through the crowd, picked him up and ran him over to his police car, put him in the back, and then began driving away. And so while Mitch is in the back of this police car, he turns to the officer and he says, "What's going on?" And the officer would tell him he was attacked by a huge college football player. He got hit in the head and he fell backwards and he hit his head again and he fell unconscious. Mitch asked the officer where his wife and kids were, and the cop said he had no idea. And that's when it clicked for Mitch. The lamp wasn't real. Neither was his wife, neither was his daughter, neither was his son, neither was his life. For the past 10 years, it was all a hallucination while he was unconscious after getting attacked. Mitch was brought to the hospital where he would make a full physical recovery, but after being released, he was horribly depressed, and he had to get intense therapy to basically grieve for the loss of his family that never existed. These days, Mitch says he can barely remember what his family even looked like, but periodically in his dreams, he will catch a glimpse of his son in his peripheral vision, and his son is perpetually 5 years old, and he's trying to talk to his father, but Mitch can never understand what he says. In 2006, a 20-year-old woman named Sarah started having some very strange dreams about a woman named Aurora.
Yeah, okay.
She had a very striking face with sharp features and long black hair. Now, her dreams varied. Sometimes Sarah was in a crowd of people, or she was at her office, or she was just alone.
Sorry,
in
I had
a
to
room.
turn the
But in all
2x
of her dreams,
multiplier down.
Aurora
Too
would
many
always
bosses.
show up. Either she would interact with Aurora and they would speak, but Sarah could never remember what they actually spoke about, or Aurora would just be in the crowd or in the background just watching Sarah. Now, she had these dreams enough that eventually Sarah began to think, I must know someone named Aurora. I must have come across this person, and now they're just kind of manifesting in my brain at night when I'm sleeping. And so she began going through her older posts on social media to look in pictures of her and of her friends to see if there was a woman with striking features and long black hair that was this Aurora person in her dream. But after looking through hundreds and hundreds of pictures, she couldn't find any indication that she had met this person, at least not according to her social media. And so Sarah began just going on Google and typing in Aurora, long black hair, striking features. Has anybody dreamed about this? To see if there were people talking about having this type of dream on the internet. But she had no luck. Eventually, after about 3 or 4 months of having these strange dreams that Aurora was in, Aurora stopped showing up in Sarah's dreams. It was like it suddenly was all over. And so very quickly, Sarah just kind of forgot about it. A few years later, on Halloween night 2009, Sarah and a friend pulled off the highway into a gas station. They had been out with some friends celebrating Halloween, and now they were making their way back home. Sarah pulled into an empty spot right in front of the convenience store, and after they were parked, Sarah and her friend got out, they went inside, they got some snacks and drinks, and then they came back outside and climbed back into Sarah's car. A few moments later, Sarah had turned her car on, she had backed out, and she had driven past all of the gas station pumps, and she was making her way towards the single-lane strip of road that merged out onto the highway. It was how anybody who got into this gas station got back out onto the highway. And so as she's getting closer to the entrance of this short merge road, her phone suddenly rings. What happens next occurred over a span of just a few seconds. So it might seem like this is over several minutes, but this all happened pretty much simultaneously. So she's pulling up to the entrance of this merge road. Her cell phone rings, and because there was no one behind her, it was not a busy night, Sarah decides to just stop her car, put it in park so she can safely take this phone call. And so she stops her car pretty much right in front of the entrance to this merge road, and she picks up her phone, she looks at the number.
I know,
She doesn't
I just
recognize
left her.
it, but she picks it up anyways, and she says, hello. There was silence on her phone, and as Sarah is saying, hello, is anybody there? Another car from the gas station pulls up right behind Sarah's car, and they start honking their horn immediately. They're in a huge rush. And so Sarah, who's totally embarrassed that she's blocking traffic, she hangs up the phone, she puts it down, she puts her car back in drive, and she hits the gas. But this driver behind her is apparently in such a rush, they're so impatient, that they actually swerved around her, driving on the dirt off to the side of the road just to get around her, and then they sped off down the merge road back onto the highway. And literally, seconds later, another car that was already on the highway, a silver Honda Civic, lost control and smashed into this car that had just passed Sarah's car. So there's this huge car accident literally right in front of Sarah and her friend, who have now stopped the car. They're right at the end of the merge road looking at this horrible accident that they narrowly escaped. Sarah put her car back in park, she picked up her phone, and she called the police. When the police showed up a few moments later, they took down Sarah and her friends' version of events. And then a little while later, after the ambulances had left and after the two cars had been pulled off of the highway, one of the police officers pulled Sarah aside and told her that the driver of the Civic and the driver of the car that had swerved around her had both been killed in the accident. Shocked, the only thing Sarah could think to do was to call back that number she didn't recognize that had effectively stopped her from getting onto the highway and maybe even stopped her from being hit by that Honda Civic. And so she wanted to talk to this person and thank them for saving her life. But when she called the number back, the person did not pick up. However, it went to her voicemail, and it said, "Hi, you've reached Aurora."
It moved back to its OG spot.
Sarah could not believe it. She said she had never felt goosebumps like that in her entire life. The next day, Sarah tried calling the number again, and this time the woman, Aurora, answered the phone. The two got to talking, and Sarah explained her crazy dreams and now this crazy car crash thing and how it's all connected. And Aurora would tell Sarah, like, that's amazing. This is a crazy story you're telling me, except I didn't call you last night. I have no idea how you got my phone number. And so at the end of this phone call, the two women really had not reached any sort of explanation for how this came to be, how they came to be talking.
I was like, where the hell did he go?
But they ultimately just said, okay, hey, you know, thanks and best of luck to you. And then they hung up. After the call was over, Sarah found herself just kind of sitting there, not really sure how to react to what had just happened. It was such a totally bizarre thing that she had just been through over the past 24 hours. And then if you include the dream, this has been a multi-year long thing. And so on a whim, Sarah just opens up her Facebook account and she plugs in Aurora's full name because Aurora had given her her full name on this phone call page. And when she looked at her phone, when the results came in, Sarah nearly fainted. Right at the top of the results page was this woman, Aurora's Facebook account. And her profile picture showed her face. And when Sarah looked at her face, it was the exact same face she had seen so many times in her dreams. It was the same Aurora with striking features and long black hair. The woman in her dreams was the woman who called her and saved her life. In 2006, 73-year-old Sherman Sizemore was the definition of a man's man. He had spent the bulk of his adult life doing one of the most dangerous jobs in the world, mining for coal in West Virginia. And while he was a coal miner, he apparently had lost track of the amount of times he had nearly been killed from mine shaft collapse and gas leaks. Later on in life, after his kids had all grown up, he had retired from coal mining and become an ordained Baptist minister. And despite his harrowing backstory and burly, intimidating appearance, he was known to be incredibly gentle and very calming to his parishioners. He was also known to be an incredibly devoted grandfather
to the point where if there was a chance to spend time with his grandkids, he would basically throw all of his responsibilities out the window to do that. But in January of that year, something changed in Sherman. He went from being this pillar in the community to being a deranged, paranoid lunatic. It all started on the afternoon of January 19th. Sherman and his wife Ruby were sitting in their home alone on the couch, kind of doing their own things, when suddenly, out of the blue, Sherman just starts screaming as if he sees something in front of him that's terrifying him. And his screams startled Ruby so that she started screaming, and so she looks at her husband, and he's still just looking straight out ahead. He's terrified of something in front of him, and so Ruby looks from him to where he's looking, and there's nothing there. And so she turns back to her husband and she's like, "What's going on? What are you screaming for? What are you so scared of?" But Sherman wasn't able to speak. After he stopped screaming, he just continued to look straight out as if whatever had terrified him had him in this trance where he couldn't look away. And so his eyes are wide, his mouth is open, his face is going white, he's starting to sweat, and Ruby's starting to panic. She has no idea what's happening with him. And so eventually she just holds on to him and says, "Come back to me, come back to me." And Sherman at some point he kind of broke out of his trance, and he looked at his wife and he just says, "You can't leave me or they'll kill me." Ruby has never seen behavior like this in her husband ever. This is a completely different person she's interacting with, and so she has no idea what to do. And so instead, she just kind of holds on to Sherman and prays that he doesn't start acting like that again. But that didn't happen. All day long, periodically, he would just start screaming about something that Ruby couldn't see. Now, Ruby did consider calling 911 and getting medics out there, but his behavior was so unusual, and he was normally such a rock who was so competent, who was so healthy that she didn't want to. She felt like he would just kind of get through this, that if they can just get through today and get into tomorrow, that he would be better. And so she just all day was comforting him and just dealing with these episodes. And then finally they got into bed that night, and Ruby's thinking, "Thank goodness, we're going to wake up tomorrow and things will be better." But when she woke up the next morning, it was very obvious Sherman had not slept at all. He was looking straight up at the ceiling. He looked worse than the day before. It was obvious that he was not back to normal. And so Ruby called the rest of the family and had them come over to figure out what they were going to do. But when Sherman found out his family was coming to his house, he told Ruby they can't come inside. He was afraid they and others were conspiring to bury him alive. The only person he could be around was Ruby, and his whole family had no idea what to do. Little did they know, there was actually a very specific reason he was acting the way he was. A few months before January 19th, which was the day
my dude doesn't have mercy hit.
A few months earlier, he began complaining of severe abdominal pains. And so he and his wife Ruby and his daughter, they went to the hospital, and the doctor, after examining him and running some tests, determined that most likely his pain was coming from his gallbladder. But the only way to be sure would be to do some exploratory surgery and literally look inside of Sherman's gut and look at his gallbladder and see if that was the problem. And so the doctor asked Sherman, "Are you prepared to do an exploratory surgery, or would you like to just kind of wait it out and see what happens with his pain?" And so Sherman talked it over with his wife and his family, and they made the decision that the pain was just too much, and so they would go forward with the surgery. And so on the morning of January 19th, so again, this is the day that Sherman basically loses his mind, he goes into the hospital completely normal. He goes in with his wife, he goes in with his daughter, and he makes his way over to the surgery wing of the hospital. He says bye to his family, and he's put on a stretcher bed, and he's wheeled in and prepped for surgery, and then brought into the operating room. And while he was in the operating room, laying on his stretcher bed, flat on his back, looking straight up at all these bright lights above him, he just struck up some chit-chat with the nurses and doctors who were in the room, prepping the room for surgery, and they were also putting the IV into his arm. Then at some point, one of the nurses lowered the oxygen mask onto Sherman's face so the anesthesiologist could administer the two-drug cocktail that would knock him out for the surgery. Sherman was scheduled to get something known as general anesthesia for this operation, where basically he would be completely out, he wouldn't feel anything, they'd do the surgery, and then he would wake up and recover. And so once this mask was on Sherman's face, the anesthesiologist began pumping him full of the drugs that would make him be knocked out for the surgery. However, the anesthesiologist only administered one of the two drugs necessary for general anesthesia. He administered the paralyzing drug, but he did not administer the actual anesthetic that would knock him out, and most importantly, would get rid of all of his pain. And so as this mask is on his face and Sherman believes he's being given the proper dosage of drugs, The nurse who was nearby told Sherman to go ahead and start counting backwards in his head from 10, knowing full well that Sherman would pass out before he reached 0.
There it is,
Sherman
1%.
He'd been in surgery before, and so he
1%.
happily began counting in his head. 10, 9, 8, started to feel something, 7, 6.
Oh, damn it,
1,
you blasted
boom,
him. That's not what I wanted, but
Except he wasn't.
oh well.
When he reached 0 in his head,
I
counting
will
down,
take...
he realized he had not passed out. He began taking mental stock of what was going on, and he realized
totally
he
forgot.
could
I didn't
completely
check to
feel
see
his
if I
body,
had
but when he tried to move his body, he couldn't. He was
balls.
completely paralyzed. When he tried to make a sound, he couldn't because his vocal cords were also paralyzed. The only thing he could move were his eyes. He could move them left and right. However, they had taped his eyes shut, so he can't see anything. And so Sherman is thinking to himself, okay, you know, I've been given the drugs, maybe they're slow acting, any minute now I'm gonna drift off to sleep and this will just be a distant memory. But after a few seconds, he's hearing the doctors and nurses in the room. He can't see them, but he hears them. They seem to be moving towards doing this operation, and he's still awake. And so Sherman becomes frantic and starts flicking his eyes left and right as fast as he possibly can. And the rapid eye movement actually loosened the tape on both of his eyelids, and it created a tiny slit that he could actually look through. And what he saw terrified him. The surgeon was walking over next to him. He was getting his gloves on. And then the surgeon says, "Scalpel." And the nurse hands him this chrome metallic blade. And the surgeon takes
Back
the
up,
blade
homie.
and begins cutting into Sherman's midsection. Sherman felt
Oh.
everything, but Sherman couldn't do anything about it. All he could do was rapidly flick his eyes left and right in hopes
Oh,
one
damn
of
you.
them would see that he was awake, that he was feeling this. But no one was paying attention to his face, so they didn't see his eyes moving around. And so the surgeon continued to cut into his midsection until he had cut out a fairly significantly sized hole, at which point the surgeon hands the scalpel to the nurse and says, "Clamps," at which point the nurse hands him what looks like a torture device, and the surgeon proceeds to use these clamps to pin segments of Sherman's skin that has just been cut open to his body to basically keep the hole open. And then the surgeon began tugging on the outsides of this hole in Sherman's midsection, making sure it was big enough that he could actually get a good look into his body. And every little tug is sending lightning bolts of pain into Sherman's body. But again, all he can do is flick his eyes left and right, and no one's paying attention. Scope, the surgeon called out for, and the nurse handed him a camera
Wait a minute,
that he
go back
jammed
that
into
way.
Sherman's gut. And then the surgeon said, "Suction," and the nurse got what looked like a vacuum and pressed it inside of this open wound and began sucking out fluids from his body. The pain Sherman was experiencing is unimaginable. Every second felt like an eternity. Forceps, the surgeon called, and the nurse handed him these metal prongs that he put inside of this hole in Sherman's body, and he used them to dislodge his gallbladder so he could get a better look at it. By this point, Sherman wanted to die. He was no longer flicking his eyes left and right. He was just looking straight out, hoping someone would finally see him. And someone
about to
did.
say, what
One
the
of the
hell are
nurses
they doing
standing
up there?
next to the surgeon looked up at Sherman's face and saw Sherman looking back, terrified at the nurse. At which point the nurse yelled out, "Stop, he's awake, he's
Oh,
awake!"
he's
And the
actually
surgeon
tearing
practically
down the
faints. He looks
trees
over at the
instead of
anesthesiologist
just
and
hammering
"Get
the
over here and fix this." And so the anesthesiologist
pile.
comes running over from the side of the room. He gets up
I think
next
I'm
to
gonna
Sherman and
leave
begins
that.
pumping him full of painkillers. And as he's doing this, he has this
Let me
moment
grab
of clarity.
this.
He remembers he didn't give him the anesthetic.
keep
And so as
leaving
these new
this shit out
painkillers that
here.
have just been introduced begin to take their effect, Sherman's eyes go from being terrified to glazed over, and he does pass off to sleep. And so now he's out and he can't feel anything. But now the anesthesiologist and the medical team realize they have a very big problem. This patient just experienced 16 minutes of surgery and felt all of it. And at the end of it, when he wakes up, he's going to remember it, and he's probably going to file a lawsuit against the hospital. And so a decision was made. It's unclear if the anesthesiologist acted alone or if the entire team was in on this. But regardless, the anesthesiologist administered an additional drug after giving all these painkillers. This additional drug
get
was
back
called
in here.
midazolam, but it's better known as the amnesia drug. And like its nickname implies, anyone who gets it will forget
Yeah,
what has
it's gonna
just
still
happened to
go
them.
slow.
And so the idea was by giving him this amnesia drug, he won't remember the trauma he had suffered through during the surgery.
Yeah. I
and
know.
so
I need to
wouldn't
get the
file a lawsuit. And so
grapple
after he was
gun.
given this drug, the medical team, they went back to doing the surgery, they completed it, and they got him back out to recovery.
What's
And
up,
then when
Chad? Good
Sherman
morning.
woke
How
up
you
in
doing?
recovery, he
Just
did
trying
not
to start
remember
this a
what
little
had
bit
happened to him
early.
inside of the operating room.
Get
At least not
a little
consciously.
bit of
Those
Mr. Ballen in here, and then
16
we'll switch
minutes
back
had
over to
been
some music.
implanted on Sherman's subconscious. Basically, his body recognized that he had experienced extreme
what's in here that
trauma.
doesn't need to be
However,
in here?
the amnesia drug wiped
Yes.
away the memory of how he received that trauma. So there's this big disconnect in his memory.
There we
And so
go.
when Sherman came to in the recovery room, he immediately sensed something was horribly, horribly wrong. He was scared, he was anxious, he had this incredible sense of dread, but he had no memory to tie these feelings
why
to.
do I
And
not
so
have
as
bars
Sherman
in
is
here?
sitting in recovery, he must have tried to kind of hide the way he was feeling because he didn't even
that,
remotely
need that.
understand it. He had been completely happy and normal going into the surgery, and now a couple of hours later, he's a complete mess. And so he leaves the hospital that day on January 19th. He goes back to his house and he sits on the couch with his wife. And as he's sitting there, suddenly these horrible feelings he's having, they become
Yeah, I
too
know, I
much,
need
and
to
he
go through
basically
my,
has a panic attack, and he
I need to go
starts
through my
screaming out, and he's
stuff.
terrified of something, but he doesn't know what it is. And then over the next couple of days, he began having these flashbacks where he would access the actual 16 minutes of torture he went through, but when he would see someone cutting into him and opening his chest up and sucking things out of it, he didn't think, that happened to me, and that's why I feel this way. Instead, he thought it was just this horrible nightmare that he couldn't escape from. And so his family did eventually start getting doctors and psychologists and all these people involved to figure out what was wrong with him. But before they could figure it out, the whole situation had just become too terrible for Sherman. And so on February 2nd, just 2 weeks
Trying
after
to
he
make
came
sure
out
my
of that
guys
surgery,
get
he
plenty
would
of
take his own life.
foodsies.
His family was unbelievably
take the
heartbroken. It
berries,
didn't
'cause
seem
we're
real
going
that this had
to
happened. And so they would continue to dig
bury
and
it
dig
up.
and figure out
There
what
we
went
go.
wrong. And they would finally get their hands on the medical report from the gallbladder
That should be
exploratory
good for
surgery on
me.
January 19th. And after
Yeah,
giving it to
perfect.
another doctor to look over, this doctor discovered that Sherman had in fact experienced 16 minutes of something known as anesthesia awareness, where you are awake or feel a portion of your surgery. And shockingly, this
Damn, that would
happens
suck.
to 20,000
I would not want to wake up
people
during my
a year.
surgery.
However,
Shit.
Sherman's case, forgetting the amnesia drug, just literally what he went through, 16 full minutes of this really intensive surgery
What
that he
doing?
felt. That is an absolute
you want
rarity.
more,
It does
huh?
not happen very
All
often.
right.
Sherman's
There
family
you go.
would go on to sue the hospital, and they would be awarded an undisclosed amount of money from the hospital in 2008.
What do we got here? I don't think we need that. There's only 5. We'll leave that for a minute.
In October of 2005, a 21-year-old
We need
Nathan was
ingots.
back home in Elk Grove, California, visiting his mother at her apartment for a couple of days. Her apartment was part of this really safe complex. It was gated. There's lots of lights and cameras. So anything that went bump in the night was just going to be, you know, your noisy neighbors or something. On the last night of Nathan's stay, he was laying in his bed in the guest room, listening to the hum of the street lamp that was outside and the crickets and the passing by of cars when he drifted off to sleep. At about 2 a.m., Nathan woke up, or so he thought. He couldn't move his body, he could only move his eyes, and even though he had never experienced sleep paralysis before, he instinctively understood this is probably that. He noticed the room was completely silent. There was no more crickets, no more hum of the light outside, no more traffic, just total silence. And then he started
what was I
flashing
looking
his
for?
eyes around the room because he couldn't move his head or his body, and he started taking stock of the room. The bed he was in was positioned as far away from the door as he could in the back right corner. From where he was laying, if he looked to his right, in that corner was this big armoire, and then moving left from the armoire as he scanned the room, he'd come to the door, which is on the opposite side of where his bed was, and then if he kept scanning left, he would reach the foot of his bed, and just beyond the foot of his bed was a table and a chair. But because he was laying flat, he couldn't really look down and actually see the table and chair. And so with all of his strength, he managed to raise his head just enough that he had a line of sight to that section of his room, the only section he has not looked at yet. And he sees the table and chair. And he sees in the corner is this dark figure that's standing there looking at him. He's completely frozen with fear. His thought is, there's an intruder in the house. How did they get in here? What are they doing in here?
and he managed to keep his head up just long enough to get a decent look at this dark figure, and he determined it was most likely a woman with a shawl covering her face. And before his head fell back to the pillow, he saw her suddenly crouch down on the ground out of view. And then Nathan's head fell back. And now he knows there's just some stranger in his room, and he can't lift his head up anymore, and he's looking around with his eyes. He sees the armoire, he sees the door, he can't see that table and chair, and then he hears the sound of someone slithering along the ground out of view. And he can hear her breathing, and she's getting closer and closer to the edge of the bed. He's laying there terrified. He's so scared he can't even make a sound, and he's telling himself this has to be a dream. Wake up, wake up, wake up. He's laying there, and this woman, she stands up, and she leans out over his bed, and she looks at him, and her face is pale, and her eyes are sunk way back in her head. And she begins to slowly crawl on top of him. And Nathan's sitting here looking at this woman. He wants to close his eyes, but he can't. And he just feels his chest being pressed down. He can hear the sounds of the springs compressing all around him as this woman positions herself on his chest. And then he finally manages to let out a scream, and then suddenly
oh, I got tech. Oh, that's right.
He sits up and he's looking around. There's nobody in his room. The familiar hum of the light and the crickets
definitely
and the
grab
outside, they all
storage.
return. And his mom comes running in the room, and she's like, "Hey,
Definitely
are you okay?"
grab,
and he's screaming at him.
Grab
he
that.
Said, "Oh no, I had a bad dream.
Improved medicine. We don't need that. We don't need bombs. This we need weapon.
And his mom's like, "Okay,
assembly.
all right, you need anything?" And he's like, "Nope." So she comes over, she gives him a hug and a kiss. She goes back to bed, and he would go downstairs, flip on a Disney movie, actually Aladdin, and he would fall asleep with a Disney movie on and with lights on. And there was no more sleep paralysis that night. The next day, Nathan got up and he headed back to his house, and he couldn't shake the experience. He had never had sleep paralysis before, but
I should probably change the direction of this one.
He never would have imagined. And he's just thinking to himself, I can't believe there are people that put up with this on any sort of regular basis.
So this is...
But, after a couple of days and getting home and not experiencing any sleep paralysis, time went on and he just kind of forgot about it. A few months later, in March of 2006, Nathan is at this big family party in Chico, California. Big outdoor barbecue, all of his family's there. And at some point, his sister shows up. His sister was not supposed to be attending this party, so it was a great surprise. He hasn't seen her in a while, and he immediately pulls her aside to catch up with her. And so for the first hour of their conversation, they're just chatting about their lives and what they're up to. Towards the end of their conversation, Nathan suddenly felt compelled to share his sleep paralysis experience with his sister. And the reason he wanted to was because he knew that she knew that he was actually a skeptic. And so she would believe him. If he's telling her this is what happened, she would believe that that's what he saw. And so he starts by saying, I had the weirdest experience at Mom's apartment just a couple of months ago. I'm pretty sure it was sleep paralysis. And his sister immediately butts in and she goes, wait a minute. I had sleep paralysis for the first time in my life 2 weeks ago at Mom's apartment. It was horrible. I was in the guest room and then I saw this woman and she was like standing on me. I thought I was gonna die. It was horrible. That's exactly what happened to me. I was laying in the guest room and I couldn't move, and then I saw a woman in the corner and she stood on my chest. They proceeded to go over all the details of each of their stories, and they discovered that they had had almost the exact same experience. And at the end of it, they wanted to have a rational explanation for how they both could just somehow have their only sleep paralysis experience in the same room, in roughly the same timeline, and experience the exact same events. They were trying to, come up with a rational explanation for that, but it was just too much of a coincidence. But ultimately, neither of them were really prepared to start discussing what else it could be. So they decided to just kind of laugh it off and say, man, that's pretty weird. And they moved on. After the party was over, Nathan would go back to his house and he would tell his wife about this crazy coincidence he and his sister had. And his wife would say, yeah, that's wild. But after that, Nathan just did not want to think about it or talk about it. And so he kind of just, pushed it out of his mental space and did forget about it. He moved on. 5 months later, in August of 2006, Nathan's mom would move out of that apartment building and she would move into a 2-story house still in Elk Grove, California. Shortly after she moved in, she asked Nathan if he would come spend a couple nights with her, and Nathan said sure. In order to better understand what happens to Nathan over the course of his stay at his mother's new house, you need to understand a basic layout of her house. So when you walk through her double doors, to your left is going to be a formal living room. In the center of the house is a hallway that shoots straight back to the kitchen. And then to your right when you walk in, there's a wall, and on that wall is the stairs leading up to the second floor. If you take those stairs to the second floor, you reach a landing where there's a window that looks back into the backyard, and immediately to your right, there is a single door, and that's the master bedroom where Nathan's mom would sleep. From the landing, if you turned left, there'd be another door that's a mirror image of the master bedroom door, and this door is the guest room. That's where Nathan was gonna stay. And then to the left of the guest room was a hall that went to the front of the house, but that's irrelevant to the story. If you went inside the guest room, the bed was located in the back right corner. So the same layout as the guest room in the apartment building, where the person laying in the bed, so Nathan, his feet would be closest to the door. And from Nathan's perspective in the bed, the only other piece of furniture in this new house guest room was a table that was, from his perspective, on the right-hand wall, centered on the wall, and on the table
I was about
was
to
a
say,
TV.
they should be
So that's
coming
the
up
only
here to
things in the
build
room.
this.
The first night Nathan was at this new house was totally uneventful. The second night, not so much. He was up in the guest room, laying on the bed, watching TV. The lights are off, it's just the TV on, and at some point, he dozes off. He wakes up a short time later and he can't move. It's the same sensation he had when he was staying with his mom at her apartment. And he begins to panic because the last time he felt this way, a strange veiled woman stood on his chest and made it feel like he was dying. And so immediately he's trying to move his body, he can't. And so using his eyes, he starts looking around the room, praying this woman is not in the room with him. And so he looks to the right, to that corner, which he can see. There's no one there. From this corner, he starts scanning across the room. He sees the TV, it's still on. He
Oh,
keeps
they got him
scanning and he sees the
before
door.
I even
It's
switched
open,
it.
and he's able to just barely make out the space at the foot of the bed. He can actually see to
Yeah,
the corner,
focus on
and
work,
this woman
big guys.
is not in here. And so initially, he feels incredibly relieved that she's not in the room
Alright,
with him.
what
Then he
was the
finds
other
himself
thing I
focusing
needed?
on
This.
the open door into the dark hallway, and he's thinking to himself, please do not come walking through that door. And so he stares at the open door, just hoping he breaks out of the sleep paralysis, when he notices something about the TV. It's flickering.
That's
And so he
cool.
averts his
Now we
gaze
got
to
all the
TV,
benches back
and
up
he
again.
realizes what he's looking at on TV does not look familiar. It does not look like a TV show.
Oh, I could
it looks like
push that
CCTV
way
camera footage.
more.
Like it looks like a security camera footage. And he realizes the footage he's looking at is the inside of his mother's kitchen downstairs.
That's
He recognized the way it was
It can
laid
stay
out.
like
That's his
that.
mother's house. That's downstairs. And he's staring at the footage
Although,
thinking, why is this footage playing on the TV?
is
And I don't
he
think there's
still
a
gonna
camera
be
down
able
there.
to-
When he notices on the camera, the woman with the veil walks
Is he
into
still
the
gonna be
middle
able
of
to
the
fire
frame,
this
and she looks up at the camera right as the camera turns off. And then the room is completely dark.
see.
There's no more ambient light in the room. The hallway is dark. And he's left paralyzed, knowing this woman is downstairs in the kitchen.
He should
and as
come
he's
up
laying
here.
there, he hears her start.
I just wanna make
running
sure he's gonna have
through the
enough
house. And it
room.
sounds like an animal is barreling into things as she's running through the bottom floor, and she stops at the foot of the
he's not
stairs.
gonna have enough
And he's thinking to himself,
room.
I know where she's going.
Shit.
She's coming up to my
Okay.
room. And so as he's laying there, he feels
So
his
I
heart racing and he's
am
staring
gonna
at
have
the
to
open
push
door.
this
He knows she's going to come flying up those stairs and she's going to come through that
a
door.
little bit more.
And instead of running up the stairs, he hears her take one step, two step. And as she's making her way up the stairs, he's just thinking, please break out of this trance, stop this paralysis, wake up, wake up. And then he sees her head emerge, and she turns to look at him from the stairs into the room. And once she sees it's him, she bolts around and starts charging into the room on all fours like an animal. At this point, Nathan lets out a primal scream. He is scared for his life as this woman is charging towards him, and she stops dead in her tracks right in the middle of the room. She looks at him, turns around, and crashes out of the room, charges downstairs, and then it's silent. As soon as she was
Trying to line
downstairs,
this up.
Nathan could sit up. Except it did not feel like the first time he had sleep paralysis at his mom's apartment, when he sat up and he had the sensation of
Yeah.
relief. You've woken
They'll
up. You were
definitely be
asleep
able to
before.
get
Now you're
there.
awake. This time,
Right?
it was like he was always awake, but
Oh,
now
yeah.
he can sit up.
Definitely.
He did not have a sense of relief. In fact, he was worried she was still in the house. And as he's sitting up in bed, his mother comes running into the room. She looks disheveled. She's half asleep. And she's like, was that you? Were you running around the house? I could have sworn I heard someone running around the house. Was that you? Nathan's looking at her and he can't even process what he's been through, whether that was real, whether it was a dream. And he's trying to find
Yeah,
the
if
words
I can
to
get in
describe to
here,
his
they
mom
can get in
the
here
dream he
hella
had.
easy.
Like he can't process what's
Alright.
happening. And he just
Let's
says,
move
Mom,
this
we have to
one.
check the house. We have to make sure no one's in the house. And so the two
That
of them flip
is
on every light upstairs. They're not even
the
talking. At this point,
sphere.
it's survival mode.
Assembly
They turn on all the
line.
lights upstairs, and Nathan leads the way down. They're flicking on all the lights, and they manage to search the whole house, and there's no sign of a break-in. There's no one in their house. After the coast was clear, and they felt like they were not in immediate danger, they went into the kitchen to kind of talk about what just happened. And so Nathan's like, okay, Mom, I just got to tell you everything that I'm thinking right now. I can't really process what just happened. I think it was a bad dream, but I'm starting to think that it could be something else, or I'm just losing my mind. So a few months ago, I was sleeping in your guest room in your apartment, and I had an experience that I'm almost positive was sleep paralysis. You know, I was laying there, I couldn't move, and this figure was in the room, and they were standing on me. It was terrifying, but it sounded an awful lot like sleep paralysis.
No, that's not right.
But then a couple months after that, I talked to my sister, and I told her about it, and she told me that very recently, right before you moved into this house actually, she was in that room, and she also had basically the exact same experience. She had never had sleep paralysis before. I had never had sleep paralysis before. So we basically had the exact same horrifying experience in the same room around the same time. And then just now, tonight, I had another sleep paralysis experience with the same woman.
Yeah, that's
who's
better.
running around the house, and you just
Now you
said
guys
heard
can
her
come up
running
and
around
build
the
it.
house. His mom looked really concerned, but she wasn't shocked.
And then once we get
She
the
says to
new
me that
ones, we'll change to
I
the
have
new
seen
ones.
this woman. I saw her in my apartment way long time ago, but I remember what you're describing. That's the experience I had. This woman, showed up in the room, and she stood on me. And it scared the heck out of me, but I didn't tell anyone because
Perfect.
I thought it was sleep paralysis. And so Nathan and his mom proceeded to spend the next several
Hell
hours
yeah.
talking through what this could be. How
I mean,
could
yeah, they look
all
like
three of
old
them,
shitty
him,
machines,
his mom,
but
and his sister, how could all of them
now,
have had the
this
exact
guy-
same experience? And
Oh, he
how
did 'em
could
all.
tonight, when Nathan had this experience, how could his mom have heard those footsteps if that was indeed sleep paralysis? Because it
No
wasn't
more,
Nathan.
no
He
more,
was in the
hit the
bedroom.
road,
And it wasn't his
friend.
mom. She was in her bedroom, and she didn't have any pets.
Damn, you did them
So who could it
already?
be?
Where do you do them
Nathan
from?
says he and
Downstairs?
his family are still totally rattled by this experience, and they don't have an answer. And this is a
Wait,
family of
can you
skeptics,
still-
so they're not looking for a
Yeah,
reason to
okay,
call
you can
this
still get
paranormal.
there.
They simply don't have the answers.
Cool,
Nathan
cool,
has said
cool,
that he,
cool.
his mom, and his sister
Alright,
have
now
not
we're
had
starting
any
to
further
stack shit up
experiences with
again.
the woman in black ever since that last experience
Ooh,
Nathan
almost.
had, and they're just hoping it stays that way.
I almost messed that up right now. Good
Hold on,
condition,
we
good
got
condition,
one
good
more
condition,
very
good condition.
special story
Alright, so
to
everybody's
cap off these
Gucci.
5 stories. It is special because this
Even my
story
little
is going to
dude
be
is out there
included in our
helping
brand
out.
new graphic novel coming out October 1st. And I actually told this story
Oh,
live recently
okay.
on a
I was
YouTube
like, why
live
is he
stream. And
still
so if you
in front
missed
of that
that live
machine?
telling,
Go
don't
over
worry,
there.
because we pulled that story out of the live stream. We completely edited it. And now you all get
Did
to
you
listen
finish
to it right
that
here,
already?
right now. Enjoy.
You did. Perfect.
In July of 2012, there was a woman named Simone who was 22 years old, who was living in this beautiful town in southwestern Germany called Rudesham am Rhein. And it's this winemaking village, and it's gorgeous. There's rolling green hills, there's vineyards as far as the eye can see.
Oh, wait, hold
It's
on.
situated right on the Rhine River. It's like this wonderful place. And
Okay, so I
Simone
got
had
these
grown up in this
two.
village.
I
That's
got
where
that
she lived.
guy. I need to get
And
my
she loved it.
dragons.
Charmed childhood. She's 22 now. But this summer, she
I need
was
to get my
feeling a little bit
wagons.
down.
But I need to go
because
beat
she was
some
actually
more of
getting ready
these
to leave
bosses.
this village and start the next chapter of her life in New York City.
Because I don't really have
But instead
anything
of
else
dwelling
to
on
put in my
this
town.
sadness of moving away from home for the first time, she instead was really fixated on what she was going to do that summer, her final summer in
10?
Rudesham am Rhein. And so Simone, one of her favorite memories of her entire life in this village is
Cloth-covered container.
in the summer she would go to this summer camp.
I thought
There
I
was
bought
this beautiful
the-
little camp in this forest that was not far from the town, and from the time she was a little kid,
Storage
she
container.
went as an attendee to this camp. There's all these counselors, and there's 200 kids that go to it, and they play games, and there's they put stage
I don't really want to
plays,
put that
and it's just this
down
wonderful,
just yet.
wholesome camping
I might
experience.
replace
And when she became a teenager,
these
she basically was too old
with
to
the
go
one
to this camp.
container.
And so she did what many of the other former attendees did, which is they
Maybe
eventually
I gotta see how
transitioned
many
to becoming a
items it
counselor,
holds.
like a volunteer
Because it
counselor.
doesn't say.
And so she became a counselor and, loved it, frankly, more than being an
But-
attendee. And for every summer after that, she was a volunteer counselor. And this summer, July of 2012,
No, dude.
was no
Get
different.
out of here.
And
Trying to
she was
switch
going to be a
weapons.
counselor as well. So that was what she was going to do with her final summer before leaving for New York City.
So, in mid-July of that year, Simone packs up her stuff and she heads off to this forest to go be a camp counselor. And so the logistics of this camp is the attendees, the children. It's a 2-week-long camp, 200 kids. They would get dropped off by their parents in the morning, and then in the evening they'd get picked up and go back home. But for the counselors, they would actually live at the campsite for the 2 weeks. It was like a 2-week time they were out in the woods together.
Oh, I was gonna say,
And
what the hell
you know, the
is
counselors
that?
have kind of created that tradition, if you will, and they told
Thank you.
you know, the staff, if you will, that the reason they were doing that is for efficiency's sake. You know, we got to, you know, we'll be there first thing in the morning because we're living there and we can set the camp up. And, you know, when the kids go home for the day, we're all going to be there anyways, so it's easier to clean up the camp. You know, there's all these reasons they had for it, but the truth was, the reason the counselors like to stay at this camp and live there is because after the kids would go home at night, all the counselors would retreat to their tents, which they stayed in for these 2 weeks. They put these tents out in the forest. So the camp is like in a clearing, and then basically just into the tree line, they would set up their tents. And the counselors would live out there for the 2 weeks. But once the kids were gone, they would just go out to their little campsite and put a little campfire together. And the drinking age was 16 years old, or it is 16 years old in Germany. And so they just like party, basically. Not like crazy, but they had like a good time out in the woods. So that was the real allure of the counselor side of being at this camp. So Simone, mid-July, she heads out to the camp. She gets there a day ahead of when camp starts, and she connects with all of the counselors she hadn't seen for so long, and they set up the camp. And then that night they did not go out into the woods and have a party. They just set up their tents out in the tree line. And then the next day is day one of the actual camp, and the kids come along, they get dropped off by their parents, and they have this wonderful first day of camp, you know, doing their thing, doing camp stuff. And then in the evening, after the kids all left, Simone and the other, you know, dozen or so counselors, after doing all their chores to wrap up for the day, they excitedly grabbed, you know, their beer and wine and rushed out to the tents in the forest to have their first kind of like party night. And so they get out to the tents, and they're all, you know, having a good time, swapping stories, you know, just enjoying summer. And in virtue of it being the first day, you know, a lot of the counselors were pretty exhausted. You know, it was a full effort that first day, and so no one was really up for staying up super late. They wanted to crash and just go to bed. Simone kind of wanted to stay awake, and so she was one of the last people to finally retire into her tent. But she did eventually. You know, it's well past midnight. You know, you got to picture where this is happening too. They're far enough away from the actual campground. They're like well into the tree line that there's no light beyond whatever they have on them. So, you know, if you sleep in these woods, it's like darkness, right? So it's well past midnight. Simone finally is like one of the last people to climb into her tent, and they all slept on these cots that they would put inside of their tent, so they're elevated off the ground. And so Simone gets into her tent, and she gets
I just want to make sure their sanity stays up.
It's just so hot. It's just really hot this time of the year. And she just felt like it was stifling in her tent. And so she decided she would pull her cot out of her tent and just basically set it just in the woods. Like, imagine if you wandered off into the woods with a cot, put it down, and lied on top of it. That's what she was doing. She's in the middle of the forest, completely exposed, and she's going to try to sleep. So it's a little bit cooler out there. She wasn't the only one doing this. Some of the other counselors had also struggled to fall asleep because of the heat. So there was at least a few other people that had their cots outside their tent.
We'll smash
and so
these
Simone,
real
she
quick.
puts her cot next to her near another counselor who's already asleep. Simone gets in her cot, you know, and she's trying to fall asleep, but she's still struggling to fall asleep. You know, she could only really hear the sounds of the other counselors that were kind of snoring and, you know, sleeping away, but she couldn't sleep. And she had this growing sense of dread as she was laying, again, in total darkness in the woods, exposed in this cot. I can imagine it being a little bit stressful. But eventually, she falls asleep. I'm going to show you an image that we were going to prep and put on the screen, but I'm going to show you literally in the book. Once she falls asleep, Simone is thrust into a visceral nightmare, one that she remembered every detail of this nightmare. So in her dream, okay, she comes to in her dream, and she looks out, and she sees this post-apocalyptic skyline. It's like a desert city with all these buildings that have now basically fallen into disrepair. They're crumbling over. It looks like, you know, a nuclear bomb has gone off and we're in the nuclear holocaust and, like, you know, humanity is being wiped out. And so she's looking off into the distance and she sees this skyline of just broken down buildings and it's just, you know, sand everywhere.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And between her and these buildings, so in the foreground, are all these people that are just standing there, shoulder to shoulder, maybe like a couple hundred feet away from her. Their clothes are in tatters. You know, they look like some of them are naked, but they're just like barely wearing any of these clothes, and they're standing there, shoulder to shoulder, just staring at
Syndicate.
Simone. It's hard to detail this and hold this, but there you go. That's the visual for the skyline. And so they're all staring at Simone. And so she instinctively is fearful of these people, but they're not moving towards her. They're not doing anything. They're just kind of standing there like zombies. And so she's kind of taking stock of the scene, and she didn't know why it was scary, but it was. You know, she's like, this is a nightmare, right? As she's looking at these people, and as she's taking in the skyline, she takes stock of the fact that on either side of her are these two huge men that she doesn't know how, or they're not physically laying hands on her, but she can tell they are the reason that she can't move from the spot she's in. She's kind of rooted to the spot. The guy on her left is not doing anything. He's just standing there. But the guy on her right is kind of turned to the side, like he's doing something with his hands, but you can't quite see what it is. And so, you know, Simone, she's kind of looking over as best as she can at this guy, trying to figure out what he's doing. She's seeing these people and this horrible skyline. And then at some point, the guy on her right turns back around, and in his hand, he's holding what looks like a wreath, like a holiday wreath you would hang on your door, you know, during Christmas time, let's say. And so Simone sees this wreath, doesn't really know what to make of it. You know, it's this weird, you know, nightmare she's having. But the guy, without saying anything, who's next to Simone, he raises the wreath over her head, right? He's holding it above her head. And at this point, the other guy on the left side of Simone, he grabs the other side of this wreath. So now there's 4 hands holding this wreath above Simone's head, okay? I don't know if I'm in frame, so I'm gonna go straight on with the camera. So they're holding this wreath, and they begin to lower it towards Simone's head. And as they do, Simone can tell all these people, they're looking a little bit more intently in the direction of Simone, really taking into account what's going to happen here. And as soon as this wreath touches Simone's head, she feels this blinding pain, like an excruciating pain all around the crown of her head. And she realizes at this exact moment that this is not just some wreath. It's a crown of thorns, and the thorns are digging into her head, and these 2 huge men are pulling it down on her head as hard as they possibly can. And she wants to scream, but she can't make any noise. She wants to run, she can't. And so she's just stuck there, feeling this excruciating pain, and blood is pouring down her face, and it's unreal. It feels real. It literally feels real to her. And so in the dream, this goes on for several seconds until finally it's so much that she wakes up. She's out of the dream. And so Simone, she takes stock of the fact that she's in this dark forest, which must have been, you know, disconcerting at first. But she looks around, she's in her cot, she's surrounded by the counselors, she can't really see anything, but she's like, oh.
Hey, you want to move there, bud?
It was just a bad dream.
Thank you.
But instinctively, like we all do when we sometimes have, maybe not dreams like this, I hope not, but similar horrible dreams, you kind of check just to make sure you really are not dreaming. And so she reached up and touched her head to make sure she was not, in fact, wearing a crown of thorns. And she touched her head, and there was no crown of thorns, and so she's relieved. But when she brought her hand back down, she can't see her hand, it's too dark, but she felt like there was something on it, something sticky. And at the same time, as she's noticing that there's something sticky on her head, she begins to feel this pain bubbling up all around her head. It was very similar to the pain she felt in her dream.
There we go.
And so as this pain is ratcheting up and up and up, she catches out of the corner of her eye, again, it's very dark, but maybe out of the moonlight or something, she could either hear something or barely see something running around in the tree line near her, kind of scurrying off away from her. She has no idea what it is, but she can't even focus on it because now the pain, the real pain, not the phantom pain in her dream, but the actual pain to her head is so blinding, she can only focus on that. And it finally gets to the point where she starts to panic. She doesn't know what's going on. She's realizing this is blood. That's what I touched my head. There's blood on my head. And so she begins to scream. So she's screaming, and the girl who's next to her, the other counselor, wakes up because the girl's screaming right next to her. The counselor sits up. She sees Simone screaming. She's like, what's going on? What's going on? She can't see Simone. It's too dark. And so this other counselor fumbles for a flashlight, grabs the flashlight, turns around, and shines it on Simone's face. And the second Simone is illuminated and this counselor can see her, the other counselor begins to scream at what she sees on Simone's head. And so for the next 15 minutes, it is absolute chaos in the forest as people are screaming, they're trying to figure out what's going on, the other counselors are waking up, nobody knows what's going on. And in the course of those 15 minutes, the other counselors grabbed Simone, they put her into one of the vehicles they had at the camp. And by that point, Simone's vomiting, she's still bleeding from her head, and they rushed her to the hospital. I wish I could pull right now and say, what do you think happened? But I'll tell you what happened. When Simone was having that dream,
I was so trying to push his ass off the edge.
She doesn't know what's going on, and then suddenly she felt the thorns being driven into her head. Well, the pain she was feeling in her dream of something driving into her head was synced up with actual pain she was feeling in real life. There was something digging into her head, but for some reason, her body, her brain, didn't process the pain in real life the way you would think you would, like wake up because something's happening to you. Instead, the thing that was happening in real life to Simone's head kind of manifested itself in this dream. So we basically believe Simone was already having a nightmare. She's in this post-apocalyptic landscape, and then something in real life began happening to her head, and it entered her dream. That was the crown of thorns. Well, the real thing that was happening was a fox had snuck into the camp, or was living in the forest, wandered up to Simone, and began eating her scalp. And it sat there and ate her head and took at least 20 solid bites out of her head before the pain in real life that had manifested in her dream got so extreme that Simone bolted upright, and her sitting upright scared the fox off, and almost certainly that is the thing she saw scurrying off into the forest. And she was rushed to the hospital. She would be saved, and they actually were able to suture her scalp all back together again, and they hid the scars in her hairline. But I spoke to Simone, so I mentioned there was a connection to our community. She might even be listening to this, to be honest. Simone posted this story on our subreddit. It was about her and this experience. You know, she described this whole story and how after it happened, she was so traumatized that she not only could not go back in that forest ever again, but she couldn't go into any forests anymore. I mean, it's like true PTSD. And she says she still has phantom pain, you know, where the fox bit her head. And she also said that because it was a fox, she had to go through this insane like rabies protocol. Rabies is a lethal, you know, disease you can get from animals that have it. It's treatable, but she had all these shots she had to get. I mean, it was this horrible experience, but she lived, and she's one of our amazing members of the strange, dark, and mysterious community. And so yeah, that story is a wild one, and it's one of the stories in our graphic novel here. Just to show that image again. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty good. Go to cam 2, see if you can zoom in on that again. That's the I can't show too much, but here's what you get to see. Pretty good stuff. Pretty cool.
Alright, boys and girls. Those were our top stories for the day. We're gonna jump back into some music. Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. Alright, let's push this way. We'll grab this effigy. So yeah, we'll just go through a couple of stories a night. Then we'll get back to music as usual. Alright, where's this guy? Aw, don't tell me he's inside a tunnel or something. Oh, there he is. There he is, there he is, there he is, there he is. Will you get off? Thank you. Damn, I only have 32. I think I'm gonna end up whacking this guy. Get your ass in that ball, homie. Yeah. go, buddy. Who else is next? Hen King? I think we're gonna go. We're gonna try and grab that. Ah, there it is. Perfect. Shit. Pen King is over that way. But if we keep going that way, there's one over there, but there's one over here too. I want to grab that one first. Oh, where? What level is that? 23? Let's go grab that too. There you go, buddy. Move! Oh. Oh, we straight punched him across the room. Come on. There we go. Might pop out again. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Better stay in there. Was there any chests in here? No. No? Alright. Nice. Getting the points back up, getting the squad back up. That's what we do best, baby! Let's go! Alright, there's the marker. I do need to get back to town so I can change it to daytime, but love one of these guys. Come on, get in the ball, both of y'all. I said, get in the ball, homie. What is that? There's a mammoth in the water? Hey, boy. Come over here. Come on, big dog. Get your ass out the water. Come on. Why are you not coming out of the water? What the hell's your problem, buddy? Come on. Come on. This might be the easiest catch I ever do if he ever stops moving. Shit. Ouch. Seriously? That's how you want to play? Oh shit, did I actually hit him? I did. Ah, you bastard! I pick him up out of the water for 2 fucking seconds. And you had to go kill him, didn't you? Shit! Alright. Who else is over here? Oh, Pen King. Yeah, let's go, big guy. We'll take him for the butt. Oh, he's back! Oh, goodness. Is he just snapping right there? Oh no, he's dead. Oh, that's why I didn't catch his punk ass. Come on, bring your ass back up here. No, get your ass back over here, buddy. Stay in the ball. There you go. About goddamn time. Swap real quick. Wait, is it daytime or nighttime? It says it's daytime, but I keep forgetting that the nighttime cycle is super slow and the morning is super long. Oh, where's the king at? Am I going the wrong direction here? It's over there, huh? Yeah, it's over there. There you go, guy. Take us that way. It's so funny. Yesterday I went to like the normal spots that I go to when I'm doing DoorDash, and even the restaurants out in Anderson are still, are not still, they just switched over to opening at 11. So now pretty much everywhere, everything opens at 11. So we're gonna grab this. Oh yeah, there's the king. Where's the king at? That way. Oh, is that him right there? Oh, that's him right there. Let's go. No, you can't sleep. You pretend though you don't have to play the hero. 'Cause I got you like you got me. When the earth shakes, when the bombs scream, until our last breath, every heartbeat. Damn it, get over here. Oh, I said stay in the ball, homie. I'm about to get your boss right now, too. Oh, we got him! Oh, you killed him, you bastard. I wasn't paying attention because I was trying to catch the damn... That's alright, we're going back. I got the point for it, I just want the Pen King. Oh, I gotta wait for it to respawn. I think it takes like an hour to respawn. Oh well, I'll just get a Pen King later. I already have like the strongest watering pals for now until I get the where's that at? Oh, it's right there, down at the bottom. I was like, wait, what? That thing's supposed to be right next to me. Okay, we got that. that just it? Does it show me that tower? There's a tower there, but there's a tower right behind me. What level is that tower? Let's go check this tower out real fast. I'm wondering if people are going like later on, like at nighttime, so like to watch the gameplay but also to hear the stories, and that's where. So if I just did the show at nighttime, effigies. So we're gonna grab this tower real fast. Oops. Do I need to go down some or something? Oh, that's the tower I was already at. Oh! Yeah, that was the tower I was already at. Alright, so then if we turn directly around, go that way, right? That way. Yeah, that's what that was. Oh yeah, okay, now we're starting to go up into like the ice area. Okay, good shit. Did I just do that? No, that's a new mission. Alright. So we'll go there, we'll pick up the fast travel, and then we'll see what level this dungeon is, and then if we can do this dungeon as well, we'll do this one as well.
If I should stay or be alone,
Bitch.
won't you make up your mind? Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make.
Go, Mozandy.
I can help you decide.
Go, Mozandy. Ah.
And how I'm not quite there somehow.
We'll take at least one shit. And two, if we can get them both. Got one, got two. Perfect. Thank you, Lux. Appreciate it, big man.
I try to tell myself this isn't love. And I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be
Nice.
alone.
Is that who this guy is? No, that's Warsack. That's alright though, we'll do that one too. I'm down for a good battle. I'm down for a good battle. Grab a couple more of those.
I'm just waiting for the fire, but you won't even try.
Let's go. We can use the ancient technology points for sure. Oh!
And I can help you decide who you're loving now, and how I'm not quite there somehow. My intuition says to give you up,
Ooh, ouch.
but my heart can't easily let you go. I try to tell myself this isn't love, but I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be alone. If I should stay or be alone. If I should stay or be alone. I don't wanna be alone tonight. I'm just hoping that you'll be just right. And I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be alone. If I should stay or be alone. I don't wanna be alone tonight. I'm just hoping that you'll be just right. And I hate that I never really know if I should stay or be alone.
Ooh. Move, dude. Ooh. Let's go! Good shit. No chest. Chest up here. Nope. Come on, big guy. Damn. Okay. We smacking fools. Yeah, we're not doing that. Not without Ignis, for sure. Okay, those are all high levels. We need to, like, turn that way. That way. Hey, there's a campfire up there. Go check it out. And there's an effigy right there. There's one around on the other side of the island. There's one on that peak. There's one on that edge. There's one on the cliff. Yo, daytime, you want to hurry up? Thought I'd never say that. Uppies. Big uppies. Where's that campfire at? There it is.
It's the calm before the storm. Things aren't as they were.
If you're not a boss fight, I don't care. I'm going to the campfire. Oh, these guys? Oh no, I cannot let you. Oh, 22? No biggie. They're already fighting someone else anyway. Where you at, big guy? There you go. I'll get you out, babes. Don't worry. Are you sure you guys want to do that? Do that. I don't think you guys want to do that. I'll take that and that. Oh, you're lucky. I almost caught you. Oh! What? Can I get one of those? No.
With the ground beneath your feet, with a whisper in the streets. Do you feel us watching? Hunger in our eyes, victories on our minds. It's our time to
Oh, damn. We both got him.
Can you hear the sound?
Let's pick this up. I don't even think I have this one on my other account.
We're not back in time on what we're doing. Things about to change, this evolution.
Oh, I need that cinnamon. I need that cinnamon. Get down. Look at that.
Can you hear the
Where's the other one? Here, buddy. Oops. I don't want to kill you, bud. Kill you! I need you for breeding! Please don't make me kill you. Thank you. Oh, did you kill him, you bastard? What the hell are those? Is that new? That might be new.
Take a moment out here, feeling like it's
Oh, I did get one. Oh, it's a floppy. Okay. I thought it was something new. I was like, is that a new guy? Just got some of those. I do need that PAL soul for sure.
Dangerous, but it's so fun. Running, no.
I get it?
Don't let go. Running, no. Keep running.
What? Let's go get it. Where's it at? Is it over here? Oh, it is. Okay. 30. Alright, this is gonna be a challenge, Mosey. Come on, Mosey. Come on, Lux. Ooh. Don't try to shoot at me. Yo, Mosey. Ah. Is he dead? Oh, he's dead. Shit. Oh, damn it. It's fucking dead. My bad. Will you fucking shoot him? Shoot his ass! There we go. Damn! Go! Where's he at? Oh, there he is. Oh shit! My bad. Hey! Come over here, buddy. Machine Gun Kelly on his ass! Yo! My dude just straight dumped on him right now. Oh shit! Ooh. Get him, boys! Come on, Gale Claw, get him! Ooh. Ooh. Oh! Shit! No! 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 Fuck! You gotta be joking me, dog. You gotta fucking be joking me, dog. No! Right in the middle of shit, bruh! God damn it! How much you want to bet I'm fucking dead? How much? 5? 10? Am I fucking dead? Okay. Oh, why are we still here? Aren't we supposed to be there? Damn it! Oh, at least my Mozanda isn't, dead now. Fuck it, let's go. Let's try this one more time. I think it's right there. Right? Oh no, right there. God damn it, now we gotta do that shit all over again. Alright, let's go. Let's go with this guy this time. Come here, big guy. Ooh. Alright, machine gun takes 130 or 130 seconds. Let's switch out. Mozzie! Go get him, Moz! Whoa! Shit! Oh! Oh! Damn. Oh my god! Jesus Christ! Ugh. Okay. That's too hot. Oh my god, it's hot today. Okay. Little warm, little warm, little warm. Okay, he like just smashes Mozanda. Shit. Alright, let's put you away so you can relax. I don't think I have any more of those at a high level. Yeah, I don't have any more of those at a high enough level. No, no, no. Oh. Oh no, level 1, damn it. Oh, water pal? Ooh, we can try this. Because that'll at least be 30. Alright, let's feed everybody. I don't know why Mozanda just got smoked on that one. Alright, let's... Oh, hold on. Let's make sure... Gotta at least have bars going, even if we don't have that much. We got 159. Is there a box right here somewhere? Yeah, right there. We'll just go to this box real quick. If we can ever get there. Oh, wait. I do have more tech to open too. That. Oh shit, I can't put that much in there, huh? Holy cow, I got a lot of shit. Let's move that. Yeah, I really don't want to be taking hella long. That's still overweighing that. I think I should get... No, what the hell am I still overweight with? If I'm going to be taking 5 hours, I might as well just take everything back with me. Move it to the other box. That can stay there. We'll just move that back to the other box real fast. So that box over there is fresh. And they can dump whatever they want in there. And then once I dump all of this right there, I'll be able to look at my tech tree and make sure that I got everything I need. What do you mean you're looking for a job, homie? I do declare that the damn Paldium machine has like 1 billion pieces in it. Why are you guys looking for work? Do you want me to just set you in front of your machines? Is that what we're getting at over here? Oh, there he goes, finally. Yeah, I know I'm weighed down. Give me a second. There we go. This. That. Hose. That. Food. Poke spheres. There we go. Food. Why am I still weighed down? What the hell, bro? Oh, these. Okay. This shit out. Put that in. Put those in for now. Ah, okay. Much better. Drop that and that. Blue feathers. Feathers. That doesn't go bad, so we'll stick that in there. What was I trying to put down? Oh, this, that. Alright, perfect. Fake bizzle dizzles. No, you don't want berries in there. You don't want Barry Allen in there. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. We really don't want this getting eaten. Probably at the last possible second. We'll take these berries. Let's make berries. Just so everybody's feeling down because of bad working conditions. What bad working conditions? How many more spas you want, homie? I know you ain't hungry. Alright, look. You're gonna cry about bad working conditions. You need grub, little big guy. Or nap. Or something. There you go. And then you're gonna go right back to work and keep fucking complaining. Do I have another one? I might not have another one. Oh, I do. Perfect. Which one is fucking complaining? Was it you? Yeah, it was fucking you. Keep fucking complaining, homie. I'll just take you out the squad. I'm not gonna pull an Asmon goal and kill you, but you'll just go right back in the decks, big guy. Where is it? Shit! Seriously? I need to go get... I need to go get some electric organs. Oh, and I need to fix my shizzle dizzle for Rizzle. Actually, before we do that, definitely fix that. And definitely fix that. We do have papers. You know what I should do? Let's go collect all the paper and put it next to my bed. Just so it's not taking up spots where they could potentially put stuff down at. So that.
Just stay tight, we have to go. Stay with
Oh, we need the. Why are those in there?
me, just believe me. This
Those should not be in there at all.
stay with me while we meet.
Let's take this so we can sell.
Just believe me.
Trying to look for the stuff that sells for a high price. We'll take those high priced items and sell them. Here? No. Okay. So. We are. We're gonna drop these here. Those are not in the way of anything else. And then if I need it, I can grab it at any point. That doesn't need to be in there. That doesn't need to be in there. We can drop that and that. And that. Okay, combo these. And just add it to that. Alright, what is this?
Stay with me while we meet.
Tropical outfit. Makeshift handgun. Ah, metal helm. Let's grab that. Feathered hairband. Cloth outfit. Single shot rifle. Ooh. Okay. Double barrel shotgun. Nice. Alright. Sick. Refined metal helm. Okay. Alright. Perfect. So we'll keep these. What is that? Oh, that's for towels. Alright, so we'll keep those. XP for pals. XP. XP. Alright, let's go. Who the fuck is shooting at me? Get your ass in that ball, homie. We busy right now. Alright, let's go to the bench. Let's make... Oh, I can't do it here. Damn it. Fuck, I can't do it here. Alright, you know what? Then we're gonna put this here. This is gonna get sold. That's gonna get sold. We'll put these back into here. We'll move this. That. This is gonna be for schematics that we can use right away. Since we're gonna be over encumbered already, might as well grab everything. Oh wait, you know what? What's in the tech? Okay, we need polymer. You don't need dummies, you don't need lamps. Ah, metal pick and metal axe and improved furnace. Oh, wait, go back. Goggles! I'm gonna need those goggles in a minute. Ooh, antique dresser. Ah, I think I'm gonna get what I need to get first. Okay, we need the hit lantern for sure. Don't need Ring of Mercy, already own that. Power condenser, definitely need that. What else is up here? We should get at least a small feed bag. Hold on. Should I get the level 2 sight? The ore miner? Level 2 ore mining site? I don't need the summon altar right this second. And I don't think I'm gonna have the stuff for the ability glasses just yet. So let's go with the upgrade on the mining site. That way we can get ingots faster. And we'll take... Actually, you know what? Let's save that. Let's grab the grappling gun and a small feed bag. And we'll save that last point. Did we open everything we needed here? I think we did. Electric mine, we don't need that. Oh, next level we get the upgraded spheres and the upgraded sphere assembly line. Good shit, brother. When do we get the other one? 47. That's what I was working on. Wait, there should be another. There it is. Production assembly line at 42. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna be getting carbon fiber circuit boards, sphere assembly line. Alright. Alright, looking amazing, looking amazing. Why are you guys stuck over there? Dude, last time when I built my town down here, they were getting stuck everywhere. And now that I built my town up there, they're still getting stuck everywhere. I guess it's not just a LEGO thing. It's mostly a LEGO thing, but I know they're not stuck over there. They're moving balls, they're moving arrows and stuff. So I know they're not stuck. Alright, this can get moved. That. Cement. What can we move for cement? Oh yeah, we don't need tile squares in there, buddy. What else? I think that's about it for that one. So bones, those. Whoa, what is that? Dragon's breath. Okay. Lightning bolt. Draconic breath. Hey. Lightning bolt. Bubble blast. Dude, I had so many of those last time around. It's fucking crazy, man. I had so many of those. I'm just kind of mad because I should have kept all of that. Oops. Like, if I wouldn't have been in such a rush to fix it, it probably would have. I probably would have kept that account, but it's fine. It's always good to get checked once in a while. The game kind of like face checks you every once in a while. What is so damn heavy? Is it that? What is so damn heavy? Maybe those? It can't be this, right? No, it's not that. What the hell weighs so much? Oh, I think it's the spheres. Hold on. I think it's the spheres. That's fine. Break it down. I'm just gonna try and put everything back where it goes. Now I should be. Dude, what the fuck? What is weighing you down so much? Oh! Okay. I got it. I was like, what the hell is weighing me down so much? Let's take out the towel fluid. We'll move that to another box. Okay, we need to sell that. We need to sell this. That. We're gonna move all the sell items down here for right now. Oh god, thank you. Okay. Should be able to get all my balls back, right? Yeah. Okay. Wait, what's in here? Okay, let's this, that. that. We'll move these out of the way. Let's... There we go. Alright, here comes a big old fat daddy move right now. That can stay, that can stay. That can stay. Yeah, all the rest of that. I know I can just unselect it all, but this makes it easier so I don't have to unselect everything. Yes, I know I'm under attack. Oh no, I'm overweight. Thought it was telling me I was under attack. I know I'm overweight, big guy. Give me a second. I don't know what I want to move out of here. Everything in here needs to be in here. But I do want to put the barrel in there. I could just put it next to it, I guess. Oh no, that's what's there. What? You know what? Let's put stuff like this. Anyway, we can put that at the bottom. We'll put barrels right here for right now. We do have to swap some of this stuff over. Eventually, but not right this second. Alright, now, when do we get... Damn, way down here? I might as well just put up the damn crate. Can I? Ooh, PAL condenser. I'm gonna have to do that. Ore mining site level 2. Alright. We'll grab this. We'll destroy that. And we'll put up the ore mining site level 2. That looks about right. Let's see what it looks like when it's up. Holy shit, that's huge. I should have moved it a little more that way and out of the water. Move! Damn it! What do you mean nothing to break? This! Oh, I can't break that once I put it up? No way, really? See, I can break this. Why can't I break that? Oh, do they have to use it first? Oh, it's not all the way up. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Damn, break it. Nothing to disassemble. Okay, apparently I can't break that once I put it down. That's fine. We'll stay like that. For now, until I'm able to break it again. But yeah, see, they'll have their little feetsies in the water. They'll be able to get like a nice little massage. Alright, you know what? That is getting a little annoying, fellas. You are going here. And then you are going there. And then down at the ranch, we want you. Alright, perfect. I should be able to add one more. Oh, again with that? I don't even think I can build that. No, I can't. I need fucking ingots. I need 4 ingots. Oh, perfect. Good morning, everybody that just showed up or that's been here for a while. How y'all doing? We're just trying to finish up the last few things before I head off to work. And then I'll be doing a lot more of just building and stuff, getting everything prepped for level 40. trying to get back there. Then I need to keep trying to fly around and find my Yermintide. So we'll be getting that in a bit. Nice. Okay, so we got the one guy working rocks, and then we'll have the other guy working the mining facility. We got the, I don't know why they keep with the berries. That. Now I should be able to run around, yes. Okay. This little one, he's just chilling. Oh no, we can't leave coinages lying around. You guys got a box right here, right? Yeah, okay. Cool. Good shit. Then we got the little breeding facility. Oh, hold on. Cooler. Sorry. I need to, damn, did I mess that Paldium thing up? I might have messed the Paldium thing up by putting this. There we go. So we'll leave that. We'll see where the Paldium spawns. We're actually gonna keep replacing the regular beds with those. Can we do this? Yes. Alright, so let's... Where do we want to do this? I don't want to do it in front of their food, though. You know what? Hold on. Let's grab this and move that. Put this down. And that. And then bang bang boogie bong. They're gonna build this. Oh, I'm going to help. Bam! And now we got food box, and grill. Nice. Now we should be able to add. Oops. Did that. Nice! Look at that! We're back! We're back, baby! We're back! Let's go! Alright, let's go here. There. We're gonna drop in. Where's that other watering pal? He was being a dick the other day, so I took him out. Are you finally better? Okay, let's drop you in. Let's go back over here. We need... heated body. Blackwood. None of these guys have any yellow ability. Oh, here we go. Ferocious, logging foreman, Swift. That is the one we want. Swift. You're in there, you're in there. Do we have a cow? No, but we need a lammy. Stronghold strategize. Ooh, Vanguard. Alright, we'll go Vanguard for now. Ooh, workaholic? Noble. Perfect. Perfect. Everybody starts playing Stronghold Strategy. What is that? Ah! Did I just move that swift one? Did. Alright, next level. Volume forming. Hold on. Ooh, Infinite Stamina.
Pick up my sword, yeah, there's nothing I won't do.
Nope.
When you sound the alarms and the chaos is rising, leading the charge, I'm
Alright,
coming
let's
up
go back to this page. Stronghold Strategy. Alright, perfect. Do we have any cows? I don't think we have any cows. We don't have a cow, we don't have a bee. Right? No. No. Oh. Oh. No. No cow, no bee. Yeah, I need Zan Deluxe waterproof. Pass. Yeah, pass. Okay, good. Good. Wait, what do we need for this? Oh, we need to deploy another PAL. Oh, do we have a second one of those? Don't think we do yet. And she's only level 1. No. Really? Oh yeah, the last time around I did a lot of like gold and PAL farming from the one guy. So you know what we can do? Let's drop in a second one of those, and then we'll assign all those guys to the farm so they stay there. Or at least as many as we can assign to the farm. Oh yeah, we can assign a bunch. Alright. You, and you. To the ranch. To the ranch, friends! Yeah, look at that. Holy shit. Now the other guys are not going to be complaining about having shit to do. Look at them. They roaming around, they grabbing shit. Look at them. See, they coming over here, grabbing balls. Yeah, see, now they got hella shit to do. Even he wants to go in there and help out. Alright, let's get this thing going. Perfect. Wheat is done, but we don't have
We don't have milk. So that's gonna be one of the things that I have to find later on.
I'm just waiting for the
Find out where the damn cows are at. Go capture some of those. Let's see what this guy got.
And I can help you decide.
Why does it always have the shittiest skills, man? It always has the most crappiest skills, dude. I don't understand it. I mean, I understand it, but it's like, why, bro? Oh, I need rock. I just want to get my, what is up here? Seeds. On a short break, in good condition. Oh, I just used it all. Shit. Okay. Hey, buddy. I'm always okay. I don't need 50 of them, though. You're weighing me down a lot here, buddy. Yeah. That works. I just want to grab the money that I just spent. Real quick.
Everything that brought me alive. Going on like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a road without an alibi.
Hey, pal. Can you get out of my way, please? Thanks. Alright, now we have we want fire up there, poison right there. Okay, good. He's good. No, not that. I don't have. Oh, I don't have. Oh, there we go. Where's my money? 37. Where are the keys? What'd you do, you punk ass? Did I already get them already? Throw them back here? What'd you do? What'd you do with my golden keys, buddy? I saw them both fall. Alright. Oh, I did get them. Okay. But I'll take that 37,000 though for the shop. Back at 75K. You know what? I'm getting tired of you not doing your job, buddy.
Things aren't as they were before. You best start bracing. Did you think you could keep us out? Shut the gates, forget us.
You know what? Since you're the level 30 guy, you're just gonna stay over there and do what I tell you. I'm gonna let the other guy get his level up by moving around. You're staying over there, big guy. You're level 30, you don't need no more levels. You're high enough for right now. I'm gonna let that guy do his watering thing. What was it that I needed? What do you got? Oh, I could do that. I can do that right now, actually. Let's get 50 milk. I have honey, right? I should be able to do all of that. Wait a minute. Oh, I should probably put it over there, huh? Yeah. Let's put the little cake maker over here. Oh no, that's ingots. That's ingots. Yeah, that's ingots. I need to make cake. Here, right? Yeah, what are we missing? Flour? Alright, let's go grab flour. Got you. Damn. Make some cake. And then... where'd he go? Oh, he's over there taking a break. No breaks for you. Your sanity's at 100, buddy. Hurry. Shit. Alright, fine. I'm gonna take your brother for a minute. Come here, big guy. You gonna start making me a new buy. I just gotta figure out if you're a male or a female. Male. Okay. Then I need to grab me the best female.
Driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair. Going nowhere, I swear.
Shit, I thought I did that already. Oh, I did, okay. Male, female, gotcha. Vanguard, infinite stamina, noble, stronghold, strategist. Let's go with Vanguard, and then infinite stamina, and then we'll breed in... let's take out... yeah, let's take out one of these guys. Take him out. No. Get. Come back here. I don't need you watering right now. Oh, one male, one female. Can we get some cake? Where's our flame guy? Come here, Flamey. Actually, you know what? Hold on. This guy. Will he flame it? Yeah, flame it, buddy. He's not gonna flame it as hard as the Ormantide, but maybe if we El Double, huh? How about if we double up? I just need one, guys. Yeah. My other guy back there too? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, we got double fire. Oh, only one guy can work at a time. Gotcha. Come back here. Only one guy can work it at a time. I'm gonna try to help him get this cake going. Yeah, well, if your sanity is down that low, maybe you should eat some of the beef that I put in there for you guys. And don't trip, we're gonna be swapping out the white and blue guys for the Anubis. And then they'll be doing everything. They'll be doing gathering, moving, mining. They'll be doing all of that. Oh, I gotta buy the electric organs. That's what I gotta get. I gotta go find a trader that has the electric organs. So that'll be another thing I'm gonna be doing while I'm at work today. Finding those electric organs. I just need one cake for right now so I can get these guys hopping on making a new buy. It's funny, I'm making a cake, but it's showing that I'm frying a piece of chicken. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Pásale, way. Start making babies. And then we'll put that in there and that in there. Perfect. That guy's still making a cake. I think they'll get at least one egg off of that cake. They should get at least one egg. Good for eating, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, as long as you guys are doing that. Oh, I need to put this down. Alright. Wait, can I even put that down? Yeah. Alright. So we're gonna change. Yeah, oops. This. This. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm just making sure I put this down correctly. I was about to say, any day you guys want to come help build this. Damn. Nice. Alright, now. Stop. Oh, now we can make the refined ingots. Alright. Start making those. Taking a nap. Upset and went to bed. Huh? Oh, I need more beds. I need more beds. I need more beds. I forgot about that. Every time you add a pal, you gotta add a bed. Oh, don't have nails. You guys are getting jank ass beds, man, for right now. I'll switch them up later. Okay, how many more do I need? 10, 11, 12. 3 more. 1. Can you move? All of y'all. Outski. Thank you. 2. 3. Stop crying. All of y'all. Ooh, I see Anubis. I see Anubis. Give me that egg. I see Anubis. Give me my Anubis. Give me my Anubis. Thank you. Now we're gonna go switch out one of these guys. Switch out. There we go. Let's put him at the end. Anubis. Where the hell did he go? Did he go into my squad? Where'd he go? Am I just fucking blind? Where'd he go? Okay, I'm gonna have to mess this up, but... Because he's gonna be wherever his number's at now. There he is. I was like, wait a minute, what the hell just happened to my dude? Alright, yeah, we swap in. We swap in. Where'd Anubis go? Oh, there he is. Look at him. Pásale. See my boy, he's already hard at work. That guy's taking a break. These guys are they still making babies? Yeah, they're still making babies. Okay, good shit. Let's make some of that. Yeah. Alright, now we're back where we're supposed to be. Sort of. Once we get that filled up, we get the 2 Ignises. are the two Yorman types, Ignis and the Water Pal. So fire and water, and then we'll be straight back where we was at. Oh yeah, I need to ask this guy real quick. He does not have electric organs. Shizzle dizzle. Alright. F off, buddy. How far away are you guys? Drop that egg, son! Come on, drop that egg. Don't tell me it's because you out of cake. It's because you out of cake. I got you. Don't trip, homie. Don't even trip. Don't trip, potato chip. I'm your bag of chips. Wait, can I put one of those down right here? Oh, I can. Will you move? Thank you. Right there. Perfect. Hell yeah. Boy! Insta egg. Only bad thing is I gotta go all the way back over here to get him to go back where he should be. Yeah. Alright. Vanguard Glutton. Ooh, infinite stamina. So once we get a male and a female that doesn't have these negative stats, then we can start breeding those and breed out that negative stat. Not enough cake. It's all good, baby. I'm gonna need to switch you up, big boy. That way when I get to work, you got all my shit ready. You, sir. Need to move over here. Thank you. I love that system. I can just shove these guys wherever I need to and just on and popping. I love it.
I tried not to give in and let myself fall again. But I'm under a trance and I can't
small container, cloth covered container. Oh yeah.
I can't help but wonder, do you wonder too?
Alright, yeah man. Holy shit. The game's about to start. Who's playing right now? Chargers and the Saints, Giants and the Browns. Oh, they in the third quarter already. Chargers 10, Steelers 10, Giants 21, Browns 7. Damn, they get their ass kicked, boy. Woo, that is not good for the Browns. But yeah, we got to, we're getting there, We finally got the right guys back where they need to be. So we're gonna shut that down. That should be all good. Shut that down. Swap back over here. Go to intermission. Oh my god, man. Thank you guys for being here. I know the MrBallen thing is a little off-putting for the people that don't normally see that. They just come to like hear music and watch me play games. So I think I'm gonna start doing that maybe end of September, early October. There'll be a second live live stream going on in the evening, so we can hear scary stories, we can play games, we can chill. Hopefully that'll bring some new people in that actually want to chat, you know, while the chat is live, because I don't have very many people and I can't just always be looking down at my empty chat, you know. I want to get people in. Maybe they know another YouTuber that does scary stories. I can link up with them and be like, hey, you know, is it cool if we listen to your scary stories while we're doing a live stream? As long as it's cool with them, we can get our stuff monetized without having to worry about copyright strikes. But yeah, I gotta get off to work. It's Sunday, fun day. My Raiders are gonna be playing soon, so I want to make sure I'm in the car catching the game while I'm driving around, and while I'm listening to the game, waiting for orders. I'm gonna be playing the PalWorld and make sure I try to get my guy up to 40 as quick as possible, so that way I can be back to where I was at. And then also I'm gonna keep trying to find Yormantide Ignis. I already know where Yormantide is. I know where his little battleground is at. So once I get my Ignis, and then I can get him up to 45 or 40, whatever, 39, 40, whatever. And I'll be able to take him to, you know, with me, with the Electric Pal and a couple other good pals, to get my regular water-based Yormantide. I don't know if there's an electric one. I'm gonna look around, maybe see if there's an electric Yormantide. I don't think there is. I think it's just water and fire. But the Relaxaurus has an electric version, so I'm wondering if there is an electric version, or maybe they might add an electric version. I have no idea, but we'll be looking for that. So I just wanted to say thank you. I love you guys. Whoever was here, whoever's still here. I know I'm about to sign out right now. I got a few things I got to do. I tried to start a little bit early so that way we can get, you know, at least almost 3 hours in. So I'm feeling a little bit better. I haven't gotten all my meds back yet. I still need to talk to my med doc and make sure that I get my meds back. But I'm going to sleep earlier, so I'm catching more sleep, even though I'm still waking up at night from pain. But I can wake up, go use the restroom, and then pretty much fall back asleep. Not fast, but just, you know, relatively quickly. 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, I'm back to sleep. But I'm starting to get more pain in the arm, more pain in the leg, more pain in the neck and back. So I gotta start making all these new appointments Monday. They've been saying that my insurance is still not active. I don't know why. So Monday I gotta call and be like, hey man, what the hell is going on? Or send me my new card so that way I can give them the new number, because they keep saying that my insurance is not active. So I gotta do a lot of things tomorrow, get everything taken care of. But like I always say, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on all notifications so you always get notified of new videos. Donation button for PayPal donation is up at the top. We only ask for $1, so if you guys can swing it, you know, $1 would be cool. Goes towards keeping my car up. Also goes towards me trying to get at least a newer used car. Keeps the lights on, keeps the rent paid. So just know that your guys' money is going to good places. Once we get everything figured out and we're starting to move and groove and do more videos, I started doing 2 videos a day, then I went down to 1 because depression, anxiety, all that stuff. But now that it's getting closer to October, I want to start doing 2 videos a day. So we'll be doing 1 in the morning and then scary stories in the evening with gameplay. I'm gonna see how I can put music and Ballen in at the same time. Maybe Ballen a little bit louder than the music, so that way they kind of meld together, so you get music, Ballen, gaming. I gotta see how that's gonna work out. as far as like the sound for you guys. I want to make sure you can hear the music, but also hear the story. So maybe I'll find like some creepy music to play in the background while we're listening to scary stories and playing games. So just keep your eye out for that. Like I said, I love you guys. I appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on all notifications so you always get notified of new videos. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace!